The time has come. 12 races, or 12 teams take to the Dakar track. Be careful, guys. It's a dangerous track. No respawn. Well, there is a respawns, but this is going to challenge you. Only the strongest will make it to the ending. Stand by. Stand by. In 3, 2, 1, go, go, go! And they're off. Incredible. Xocliw taking the lead. I'm not too surprised, considering Xocliw did have that very solid lightweight, but minimalistic build design. You didn't happen to change the way that you can page up and down, right, Climb? It's not position, because that's what I really need. I need the page up and down to be positional, but I don't think, no, it's not. But here we go. We can follow some of the races here. Benoct in 4th place. We've got Delfred in 6th. Looks like Alzumi's just overtaken. We'll refer to Alzumi's team as Alzumi for now. What the? Interesting. Wow. Now, what is... You know what, Clem? I didn't actually ask you. How long is the track here? Because, you know, you might guys may think, oh, like, how is AJ going to win? Or, you know, the thing is, though, this map is so long. A lot of these people might not even make it to the end. Look, you see the guys, the people in red aren't moving. So we've had some incidents already here. There's like some ramming going on between John Wack. I don't know what the hell's happening here. Wait a second. Is this legal? I just realized that Triorce is just gripping onto another racer here. So that was their tactic all along, was just to piggyback off another driver? Now that is a Dakar rally first, and managed to shake him off there as John. Don't know how that happened, but John is freed. Definitely would have been causing a bit of a slowdown here. Meanwhile, back, we have had an incident. It looks like AJ, the repair truck, is pulling up to help King Arthas. Hopefully here, suddenly the sandstorms kicked in. Looking like here, Arthas needs to be flipped up, and you can see AJ. Now Arthas was developing, you know, ways to self-right, but apparently they're not working. I weren't tested before the race, so it's so close to being. I think AJ will get them there. AJ kind of, that's part of the race, but you know, at the end of the day, kind of coming in here as a support vehicle, so you got to respect that. So the races might just finish. There's nothing more I would love to see King Arthas with a comeback and win the race here. So I've got to try and find everybody else here. It's an absolute nightmare. You can see the storm. Let's see if we can fly through. So, Triorce. A little bit slower now after losing John. Now, you should press Z, right? You can press Z to jump to people. So I've got to aim at them right, though. So next up from Triorce is Megatom. Megatom taking damage there. Megatom definitely taking damage. On fire. I'm not sure if they're able to self-right in this situation. I didn't see any self-righting mechanisms getting built onto Megatom. Now, Megatom could restart, but if they respawn, they're going to appear back at the start. So they might need AJ to come and flip them here. Let's flip up. Triorce missed the checkpoint. Guys, if you see missed, you need to turn around and go through the checkpoint. You must pass every checkpoint. you miss it, you won't even finish the race. So please, it's going to be costly, but go back and pass it. Moving forward from Megatom, looking for Blackie Watchy now. Where are they? Let's climb. Where are they? Don't see Blackie Watchy. Oh, here's Too Fap, Too Furious. Is Blackie Watchy here? It's Furious, all right. Oh, the music stopped. Or dramatic stop there. So as Blackie Watchy passes another racer that had an unfortunate flip here, Spaceman 2200 flipped upside down. Now they are engaging their self-righting mechanisms. But right now, it doesn't look like they're strong enough. They're not long enough, in fact, to get them flipped. Again, possibly a last-minute addition there, not tested. Let's see if they can self-right. Again, their options is to figure out a way to self-right, wait for AJ or someone else to come rescue them, or respawn at the very start right now, because they haven't yet got to the fifth checkpoint, which gives them the respawn option. So we can see the position is changing. Alzumi has taken the lead from Willchill. Checkpoint 4. Now let's see, is anyone stopping at checkpoint 5 to actually... Right, who's this? Benoct is still going. Strong and steady. No mistakes from Benoct. Maybe not the fastest vehicle, but they riding. They riding all right. Very nice. Oh, what happened there? What the hell? Oh my goodness, nearly caught in the dust there. This is Jamari. Jamari's taken heavy damage. They're still trying to repair here. And let's be honest, guys, it is still not all over them. If they could self-right and get to the front, like, anyone could be taken out in a much worse way. Like, that's the thing here. Like, the main thing is to carry on. So now we have the checkpoint. It looks like Willchill's trying to... Now, remember Willchill, you have to go... Oh, no, Willchill should have saved here, but it looks like it didn't save. No Grivs saved. And you need to save it at each checkpoint. It's super important. Willchill's saying yes. But just to clarify, you need to do it at each checkpoint to stop and save, like a save game. It's not automatic. I'm sorry if I didn't make that clear. I do it because you can see Willchill has suffered just here, and it's a shame. Willchill was in the lead. Willchill, you need to go back to the beginning and respawn. Now, for a lot of players, I would be worried, but you have an incredibly fast vehicle, and assuming the others suffer, you still might have a chance, to be honest, because you were doing very well. This is a huge setback, Willchill. I will say that, but all is not lost. Moving forward, welcome Shard Owls, Dessert, thanks for the follow. Welcome everyone who's joining us. Too Fap, Too Furious is heading on. So moving on from, who was that? Blackie Watchy. Oh, we haven't got many ahead of us. There's only 3 races ahead. We've got Benoct. Triorce is still struggling with that missed checkpoint, it seems. So Benoct is out there somewhere. And remember, wheels do take damage over time the faster you drive. It doesn't look like players are particularly being cautious of it. I'll say that much. There we have Benoct. And Benoct, I told you guys, slow and steady. Willchill, Jamari, a lot of these people in the lead, and now they're not because they've had these terrible accidents. Benoct has just been going strong. Not the fastest, but steady. On the flip side, we have King Arthas. He was at the back, and King Arthas is now bringing up to 7th place, so the positioning could completely change. Now, if we flip ahead here, up front, we've got John Wack and Alzumi. Now, we were suspicious about Alzumi, the only trio. They prepped very hard and worked together here. John struggling a little bit, but he has always taken some damage as well as John Wack. Oh, my goodness me. Mistakes are made. John has taken some damage here, but their build is incredibly strong. Is that right, Climb? That's a big deal. Just point at their name tag. That's good to know. That actually can help me because I can go to the overview mode and zoom in. We'll try that now. So John Wack, looking good. Apparently my PC's lagging out here. And the only one left is Alzumi, but the lead they have is absolutely massive here. So I can come above and we can see all the positions. Very spread out. The only hope I'm seeing right now, they've still got 56 kilometers to go. Anything can happen in that time, guys. Let me press Z. Boom. Amazing. That's very, 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 very cool, Climb. That's very cool. Hold on. I'm completely confused, though. Hold on. Did work. There we go. Wow. But these guys... Now, there are certain rules. They've got these welders going. And if this is working like I think, you can see these welders are basically continuously... Now, they're the only team that did this. It is pretty try-hard. It kind of defeats the point of... Well, not doesn't defeat the point, but, you know... They shouldn't have any issues with their wheels depleting over time. Climb's laughing, because Climb probably didn't expect a team would actually do this. But here we are, in 2025, and we have a team constantly welding their wheels. It's all fair game. And you can see it's just ticking off here like thunder. But... Climb says the real race starts at C14. Only at C9 right now. So, the thing I'm bringing this up is, if these guys have a catastrophic collision that isn't just involving their wheels, I think, you know, there could be a lot of potential here. Potential for a shake-up, we'll put it that much. All right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see indeed. Let me try this Z then. Who's this? Boom. That was awesome, actually. That just worked. One thing it could be cool is if it automatically Z'd into the orbit mode Climb. Because then that means you're like automatically locked on as well. Then you can switch to track, which makes it for very cool effects. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe having it in free mode is fine. The track mode is pretty fun. Look at this. Ready, guys? Ready for some dramatic shot? Boom. Look at the sound up. Some sound. All right, let's go back. Because the positioning is completely changing. Blackie Watchy in third position now. Where are they? Too Fat, Too Furious. Here we go. I don't know if Blackie Watchy's had any incidents, to be honest. They, again, haven't got the fastest vehicle, as we've seen. But a bit like Benoct, who may have had a collision now, they've actually been pretty stable throughout the race. What else we got here? What other interesting changes? Delfred and fifth. In back... What happened to Trials? Trials, are you out? Is Trials on the move still? Right. Chonka Dakar, John Wack. So let's go and have a look at who's this down here. AJ Renegade. Who's AJ helping out? Let's see. Well, AJ's no longer helping anyone. AJ's on the move. Oh, see, that was the problem I have. AJ is on the move themselves. Looks like Megatom is just behind. What's going on here then? So let's go back and... Oh, my speed is crazy. It's because I'm moving around so much, right? So, Spaceman, still, unfortunately, I don't know if they were ever able to self-right. It looks like they maybe not... No, they weren't. Spaceman had a severest... Again, it's such a well-built vehicle. It's in perfect condition. But they simply did not prepare for a self-righting mechanism properly. Who's back here? Again, behind them. Is this Megatom? No. Oh, we got a bit of... Oh, oh, no, they did. No. So Spaceman respawned their vehicle. They were prepared for that. But unfortunately, still having issues with self-righting. Megatom tried to help, but Megatom is moving on. Very cool vehicle here for Megatom. Look at this. Alzumi's had an incident. Hold up, hold up. I'm excited. Alzumi's not... Oh, wait. I'm lost. Where are they? They're back on them. Wait, what happened here? Why can't I see people? I'm confused. I'm confused, Climb. Nothing's loading for me. Can't see anything. Something happened. They're on the moving. No, are they moving? Yeah, they're moving again, but they had some kind of delay here. Can't find anyone right now. I'm pacing my character in, but I'm out of sync range of these guys. They're moving so quick. I think we can probably let the sandstorm subside now. Give our poor racers a little break. Maybe we can bring it back for the final arc here. It'd be cool if it was on like a timer, in like 5 minutes or something. I don't know. So the storm is letting off slowly, transitioning here, a bit more visibility. But you can see this is where it gets more challenging. And a lot of races haven't even got to this point yet. The terrain is not just flat, as John is discovering here. Next point out is, oh, they're struggling up their hill as well. This is going to be very challenging. So where is Alzumi? Because they had some incident as they checkpoint 13. Again, I keep saying again, this is all about stamina, guys. And there's still 40 kilometers from Alzumi. And I don't think they're saving. So you guys realize what happens, right? If they crash in a way that's fatal enough to really, damage their vehicle, then they'd have to go back to the very start. That would be the biggest twist of any race in the world I've ever seen in SE. Leaders by 6.5 kilometers, which is not that much. It is a lot, but John can gain on that. So if I'm not got this wrong, this team is purely counting on making it to the finish line in one piece without any major incidents. Risk it for the biscuit. Apparently so. But they've lost a welder. Look at this. They've lost their front welders. So we're already seeing something happen here, guys. This means that their front wheels are wearing down. So at some point at these speeds, these front wheels are going to give out and they're going to need to replace them. It won't take a second, but it's still going to cause some delay. These other welders here are raised up, so hello. Looks like they're getting out. Okay, they're taking some time. They've got a 6 kilometer lead. Here they go. This is Dakar, guys. Good. It's great to see you, Adav. So rough terrain ahead, and this is what I would love to see climb, like where you're not just going flat out. Where in a situation like this, that you might want to pull out. John's gaining on them slowly. John's still got 5k out, but they've lost 1 kilometer lead here. They're still welding up, but they should, because if they don't do this, then they're going to risk their wheels blowing out suddenly. They haven't even finished it yet, but they don't like that John's gaining on them, so they're on the move again, probably waiting to get a bit more distance here. So this is developing. This whole idea is developing, right? Because I'm not saying it shouldn't be impossible for you to make it to the end. I think the auto welders, that'll be up to the guys to have a conversation about. Because I didn't expect that, to be honest. The whole point was that you would have to service your vehicle rather than... Because I think that the welders kind of negate the point of the whole wheel degradation. But in the case of Space Engineers gameplay, you can't deny it. They took the rules and they definitely engineered up to the rules. So, sure, as Climb says, the welders could have a massive power draw. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, like you can do this technique, but, they are about to hit... What is this one? They've got a fabricator coming up, so they can actually save their grid. I'm curious if they're going to take the time here. Oh! Goodness me. Holy frickin' moly. Their self-right is deployed, but not in time. Let's see. I'm jinxing them here. This is a big freaking deal. All the team are out, but John Wack is all... Climb did say that the track is only just beginning in the terms of difficulty level. Unbelievable. The guys are getting their drills out. They're desperate to get this thing back on its feet. But also, John Wack is not having a good time either. So it's kind of a pause here. Are people still moving? Looks like AJ Renegade missed a point. I think Trios gave up. There's a massive gap between Blackie Watchy. But Blackie Watchy, where are they all? John Wack's over here. Let's see if I can... NVIDIA Shadow Play. But, okay. Not a good time for John either. Did we make Dakar too hard? John's on his own. He's got the wheels, but he's desperately trying. Like, you guys should prepare to have, like, you know, the components to build pistons to self-right, right? And you saw what happened with the guys. I think the mistake that the Alzumi made is they deployed their flipper to catch. I saw it flick out. But because of the momentum, it basically... Because of the... not momentum. Oh, they are back up. Because they were moving at high speeds, it damaged the flipper. So what they should have done is they should have actually waited to land on their upside down and then flip. You see what I mean? Because they would have been stationary and then flip back up. But because they deployed it to prevent them rolling, that actually cost them their flipper here. So I think, I could be wrong, but I feel like the team here, they might choose, they're running up the hill, they might choose to save their grid now. Because there's a big gap. Delfred is gaining impressively, but this course is proving to be challenging. And I'll tell you this much, guys. It might seem harsh, it might seem brutal, but I can tell you this. This is no way as complicated or as brutal as the real Dakar. This is Dakar easy mode in compared to real life, but that's another conversation. Now, this is, yeah, there's room for feedback. Some of it's going to be a learning process, knowing the kind of challenges you're up against. The players did not know the track here. This is some brutal terrain. They might choose to approach it from a different angle. Like if they come around here, it's smooth. They didn't know that, but they can avoid this. It's a longer way around, but right here you can see there's a nice smooth thing. And if they had come, when they had a crash here, if they had taken a left, they could have avoided all that. And they are doing that now. They're actually reversing, reversing up the hill. Got the reversing lights on. They've gone a bit too far, but now they should be able to easily get up to that checkpoint. And I do like this. I do like the idea of the things you have to engineer and on the fly engineer. It's not just set and forget it. But yes, they have decided to checkpoint. John Wack is back on the move as well. Can John catch up? Oh, I'm excited, actually. I'm really... A winch block? Need a winch block? Make it happen, Climb. It's got to be in the workshop somewhere, right? Okay, did they save that all right? Don't know if they... I imagine they saved it. The worst would be if there's some loose grid somewhere inside preventing them from saving, but it is what it is. It looks like they're on the move because you have to... Remember to pass the checkpoint, guys. So, you guys will let me know in the chat if you're not still... Oh, you are still going trials. Not so, yeah, don't worry, guys. If you're not making it and you're just... I would just say this. Just have a crack. Carry on going. And just experience it. It's a learn... Oh, you could never save. Right. There's some weird thing. I don't know what it is, Red. Some of these... You and John, I think, maybe. So, John is 4 kilometers away. And he's now... Okay, but he is... Alzumi's team's getting away again. 30 kilometers to go. Right. Let me see. I've been following the first two very closely here. But let me see if I can go back a bit and find anyone else. So, where is... Trios is here. But they've done well to get this point. Look at you, Wiltshire. I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you. But it's not all about first place. That's 1 point. But as I always say, just finishing this or getting through this as far as you can is still an accomplishment. Okay, so Blackie Watchy in a situation here. I would love to... I'm going to interview you guys at the end of this to see what we might do to change the scenario, but what you might do to play it differently. And you can't deny there has been an advantage playing in a team. I told you guys you could play teams of 2 or 3, but most opted for teams of 1. And I think the well-oiled team of Alzumi and crew definitely played to their advantage because they were just more quickly able to, you know, get flipped over and carry on. So Blackie Watchy's having some... It's funny because you see when people are stuck with the red, you know, the red marker there. Delfred's quite far away. And it's amazing, really, guys, to see the gaps that are appearing. I think if they're not... Yeah, oh, Delfred's doing so well as well. They're almost back up. They got their self-right... you know the entire leaderboard. Yeah, Climb, you weren't joking. You really... People were optimistic, right? The first couple, 2, 3 checkpoints, everyone was flying. and you were like, oh, you just wait, guys. I think you've been causing trouble here. So let's come back and have a look at how everyone else is doing. It's a long way away, I'll be honest. Long way away. Holy moly. Right, Jamari. Looks like Jamari got a fresh build. Things are in good condition here. No damage. So this is a good build, Jamari. Let's be honest. You're moving quick. This is going well. I guess you just had one or two many incidents, but it looks like a competent rover here. Really, really cool looking. Right. Let's see who else is on the move. Behind Jamari is King Arthur's. We'll go back to the front in a minute just to see who's going to be finishing. King Arthur's is also flipped. So I honestly think self-writing things, I keep thinking every time I see a player that is mostly intact, but no gyroscope. If these players had even one gyroscope, it would be so much easier. Maybe that should be the case. I don't know. Or maybe everyone must have that prepped. Have a good night, Mr. Coleman. Thank you for hanging out today. So it looks like they're working on it. It's very time delay. Like, it's a massive, massive, massive delay in time to have to do this, isn't it? To have to, like, come here, weld up a thing, get it going. There's a lot, you know, to go here. Okay, they're struggling a little bit. Go back, Benock. Let's see. Benock was doing super well. They're in third position at the best time. Are they going solid and strong, or do they have some issue? Let's have a look. I don't know, to be honest. I've never seen Benock's vehicle having issues. They've always been blitzing. But I would assume, based on the fact they slipped to 7th, they did have some incident at some stage here. Oh, Alzumi. What's happened? I have to go there in a second. Oh, I don't know what's going on. So behind Will Chill should be here somewhere. Is this yours, Will Chill? Here's Will Chill. Are you on the move, Will Chill? No, you're having a bad day. So once again, our assistant AJ Renegade here, trying to, I think, probably trying to assist Will Chill, but unfortunately got into their own little situation here. So the resupply. Maybe we need a player. There could be so much here. Maybe we need a player flying around a dropship, you know, who's like helping out people or something like that. I don't know how it would work. No idea how it would like be balanced, but like, you know, if AJ was actually not racing, but was like just a little helping hand, it's not going to be the difference of a race, winning a race or not necessarily, but you know. Del Fred moving into third position. There's still positions changing, and Jamari is catching up to Blackie Watch as well. Oh, I said to get there. It's about to overtake. Hold on. Jamari's about to take over Blackie Watchy. I got to catch this. Where is they? Where are they? Too Fat, Too Furious. Here we go. Oh, it's close here. Oh, something just happened. Jamari just... I just saw an explosion. Wait, what? No, there we go. There's 3 contestants, all pretty close here. So there's Jamari pushing into third. It's amazing, Jamari. What a comeback. And you see they took a different route here. Look at this. There's a 1 kilometer gap between them because they look at this. Blackie Watchy went around the mountain. We can probably clear the fog a second to climb. Jamari went around the Blackie Watchy went around the mountain and Jamari went over the mountain. And now look at this. Across the plains here. Let me see if I can track this. Here we go. Who's going to be the first to cross the next checkpoint? This is exciting. I mean, don't get me wrong. Alzumi's team have an amazing 15k lead nearly. But this is close. And Jamari has overtaken Blackie Watchy. Incredible. What a comeback. What a freaking comeback. But you never know. Blackie Watchy's been pretty solid throughout this race. Such a good race tracker. You know what I mean? Such a good position tracker there. There we go. All right. But Alzumi once again, like does it get harder and harder and harder? Or is there a little bit of like break here? Hakat, thank you for the follow. Right, let's go back. I wanted to see everybody. I was at Will Chill, I think. And AJ, where's Spaceman? Are they still riding? Spaceman, I think, is the Willmobile. Hold on, this is... here's Spaceman. Oh, yeah, Spaceman is... Oh, still... Honestly, Spaceman, I'll say this. I honestly think your vehicle, other than the fact that it needs to, you know, flip up better, I honestly think that it could have been a solid contender just because of the power and the build of it. But this has been the biggest issue for it, I think, Spaceman. But take all of this as experience, guys. Not every single player who won a Dakar won their first one, right? So that was Jamari's old one. Where's Megatom at? Megatom's back here. Trios is somewhere in the lead, further up, but they missed their checkpoints. They're just having a crack, I think, at this point, which is fine. So Megatom at the rear, I believe, but not officially, but still. They've got a self-riding mechanism, but their small, compact build obviously doesn't allow for much protection. I have no idea what's going on here. They're trying to bounce up. And John had to dig himself. The classic, I told you, the classic dig. We lost red. So let's go back to the leaders now and see what changes up front. 2 kilometers. I'll tell you this, guys. A couple kilometers lead is nothing in this. Nothing at all. As proven by John. John's just made up like 5K on Alzumi. So let's go to our leaders now as we enter kind of these sand dunes. I don't know what this is. It's smooth terrain. John's going to come blitzing over this hill here. What a shot. Beautiful. I wish I just had like 10 cameramen in this, just like pulling in different feeds. This is quite nice terrain. There's a bit of bumps if you avoid it. But this is looking very bad. 10k out. What has happened to Alzumi and crew? Now, they have been... Oh, they've got themselves into a right pickle here. Climb, I love it, dude. I absolutely love it. In terms of like... You know, this is what it should be about. It shouldn't just be someone has 20k lead and that's it. Mistakes are costly. Choosing the wrong route is costly. So, the checkpoint is technically... Where is even the checkpoint? Where is it? The checkpoint is over here. They're not far away. But they've had to take in kind of a diversion here. If I zoom out, they're driving down this horrible... This can't be part of the track, right? The checkpoint is there. But because of a wrong turn... Oh. The thing is, guys, Look, hold on, where did it go wrong? Yeah, look. Here the guys were. They came up here. And they ended up getting stuck in this valley. What would have been their alternative, though? I don't even know. Off this cliff? They could have tried to come off this cliff, jump. But the height, there's also like a big... risk that if you do a jump like this and get stuck in these kind of horrible rock faces, there's so many different choices here. But this was the checkpoint 19 they've got to get to. They've got to come around this hill and come through this. And I'm thinking, oh, Alzumi's in trouble, but and kind of is this Climb just chilling, Climb's watching above. John is going to have the same issues, and so is Jamari, and so is Blackie watching, and everybody. So just because the leaders are having issues, it's only if, you know, someone like John can have less issues. John is definitely not as fast. He's definitely not as quick. But that has been very, very costly for Alzumi. This is what the Sahara... That didn't sound good. This is what the Sahara is actually like. John's vehicle's quite bouncy, actually. I would love for someone like Blackie Watchy to win this race, you know? Just like, you know, then... I don't think... the people beyond kind of... I mean, I think the top 4 could do it. No, it's 8 plus 5 plus 1. I mean, John made that lead. If Alzumi's really stuck... I mean, if someone like Del Fred can make it up, that would be incredible. But Alzumi and crew got themselves into a real pickle. Real pickle. They're taking it real slow. They've still got their wheel welders. Amazing. What's even happened here? They haven't been able to repair their front welder. The team is... John, I mean, Climb, you might have to insist on team-based. What do you reckon? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. People want to go at it, so that's fine. But we should more strongly encourage 2 or 3 player teams. Because it's cool to see these guys like trying to work together. Like, no, left, right. You know, oh, get out there. Persistent teams, factions. Yeah, I imagine these crews have been bonded. Oh, it's horrible terrain. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But the wheels, look at that. Look at the design of the build. They're just rolling over it. So it is brutal. And John is gaining on them still. Make this a game show? Oh, it's the Dakar rally, buddy. It's the Dakar frickin' rally. Trials at the cost. Now, like anything we do, I am sure there'll be a meta. So you kind of have to keep shaking it up. And the Dakar rally is a specific track. We just call this Dakar, but there's tons. We could do an alpine, like a snowy track, or like cross ice lakes. In terms of map, that's always a way to shake things up and needing maybe slightly different vehicles. But I imagine if we keep doing this the next couple of weeks, that a meta will develop in terms of... I don't think so, though, to be honest. We need Wolfman. Can anyone get a hold of Wolfman and Sir Hamsalot? Some of the OG... The Dakar winners of old. Just Autumn McD. I haven't seen them for ages. Bring them back. Bring them back. The legends, we might say. Would they be winning right now? Would they have their old skill, or would they actually be like this? Unbelievably, I think John might be able to take Alzumi. It might not be all over, because John is slower. So if these guys can get upright, they're so close. They just have to drive through this gap, and they're in the all clear. Well, they have to come still around here. So it's not... Oh, I think John might overtake them briefly, and they're going to have to make up some catch-up. But this is what makes it interesting. I understand, Ardav. I am ashamed of myself at the time. Okay. But right now, this is going to be very interesting, because how is John going to approach the same thing? Where is he? Where is he at? Oh, let's see how he's going to handle this. This is what we want to see here. Alzumi and crew are still struggling, but John is about to enter Death Valley, we'll call it. Is he going to go through it with ease? He's super close. Oh, man, this is so good. There's a big gap. Jamari's 12 clicks out. I think it's going to be between these two, John and Alzumi here. I wouldn't have said so. I was like, I kind of put it to rest. I was like, Alzumi and team have got this. But here we go. Is he going to drive past them? Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh shoot, I'm rolling down the freaking hill with John. Oh, I'm going sickening here. Oh, that's not good. That can't be good. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Who's that? Who's that there? Alzumi missed it. Alzumi, wait, what happened? I see missed. I'm confused right now. Wait, what? Did they... Wait a second, Climb. Oh, no, they're good now. They're good. It's because they drove past it. They just came in. They're good. So, where's Red? Is Red running? Is Red... I think Red has been running on foot. Red just run like a couple clicks. Anyway. John almost had Alzumi, but they're back on the move again. And John has got stuck in Death Valley, I think. Let's have a look. He's coming. He's 2 clicks behind. Not too bad. Alzumi and crew cannot afford now. They cannot afford to have another... this is really brutal terrain. This is horrible. You got to get a bit jump. Hold down X, John. I don't know. Got to get over that. The pressure is on Alzumi. Oh, guys, I'll come back to the rear end of the race in a second here once I've covered this. We've only got 14k to go. I think the guys aren't even going to bother saving it because their build is bugged for whatever reason. They're taking a little break to pick up Red. That's nice. But off they go. Now, this is the sand dunes here. So it's pretty easy riding. I'm not seeing too many dangers. There's a little thing there, but it looks like the end of it might be a kind of home straight here. So good chance for Alzumi and crew to win this, assuming there's no more mistakes. John is also coming around now. Oh, John, you missed it, John. You missed it. Turn around, buddy. You got to go through 19. Oh, I think he missed it. Where's he going? I was watching the stream. John, you didn't go through the checkpoint, buddy. Oh, no. That's costly for John. He had to come around here. He's just desperate. Come around here and turn around and go through there because the checkpoint is here below the cliff. terribly costly. John is turned back. He's going back to pass it. But that's brutal. That is brutal. Now let's have a look. Alzumi, they've reached the cliff. They've reached the cliff edge and didn't fancy it. I love that. They were like, yeah, I don't know about that. So they're taking the... Don't know what they're doing, actually. They're choosing their route carefully, I'll say that much. You guys have to have respect for John Wack. He's playing on 300 ping. Now, John is back. He's past the checkpoint. He's angry. He's managed to flip his vehicle. And he's 5 kilometers away, so it's being costly. John has taken damage, but he's still going. I'm very proud of you, Johnny boy. I just don't know if it's going to be enough for today. Depends if Alzumi and crew, they're not sure about this terrain. They're getting themselves caught. We've got a couple, we have 2 players have dropped out of the race, 100% dropped out. But I'm proud, what I'm proud of, I keep saying, I'm proud to see so many people still going. There's some people who are 30 kilometers away from Alzumi, but they're still freaking going. They're very nervous. They're nervous because they know they can't afford to diddle-daddle, and they also can't afford to make a mistake like they made last time. So it looks like they're like YOLO. They're going for it. And they've cleared the cliff. Can they stick the landing? And... no. Oh... suspension bottomed out. That. Oh. So close. It's not over yet. John is having trouble too, but that is the kind of costly mistake they were hesitant to make. They're desperate in here. They're getting in here. They're trying to go. What has even gone on here? Look at this. The wheels like popped out, but it's still connected. Man. Can you imagine if Blackie Watchy comes up from the cliff and makes that jump? What was... Let me just see the alternative. I mean, I know this is... I don't really want to help the teams too much, but there's not many choices. I'm just showing you guys a little bit. That you can go the long way around, or you can try to make the jump and land it if you've got really good build, or you can kind of slowly roll down the cliff. But John is gaining on them once again. Oh, poor John. He's been trying to get to them. But just as they, like, repair, he has his own issues. But I don't know. Oh, are they on the move? Ain't no way they're on the move already. I think they're on the move. They are. Oh, John. That was, like, your chance, John. But somehow this crackpot team... Crackpot? Cracked out? I don't know how to word. Cracked out team is back on the frickin'... That looks so bad. They were, like, stuck in the sand there. As they passed with 9 kilometers to go. Like, there shouldn't be any. This might be GG. Is it just straight running now? That was a big jump to make. I'm not too surprised. I want to see John make the jump as well. What's he going to do? I mean, I think John's just going to have to go for it. He's going to have to hammer it home. He's got... Oh, Red got left behind. Red got left. Or is... Oh, wait a minute. Is Red waiting to bring him a backup vehicle? No, he can't bring him a backup vehicle. They didn't save it, so... All right, let's see John make the jump. We still got players behind. Jamari missed it as well so far. Let's see. Jamari, don't forget that. I think, Climb, I'd move that checkpoint a bit further out so people remember to do it. It's not... I don't have a problem with the design. It was more the fact that they forget about it because you're going to have to come all the way back around. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. So here we go. John, it's YOLO time. He's YOLOing it. Let's see it. Beautiful. Oh, that's a bit front heavy, John. That wasn't that bad, actually. That was actually a better landing than the other guys. It didn't look like it was going to be very good, but okay. All right, maybe that was a tactic. What's he got on the front? Has he got bumpers? Oh, I mean, maybe these wheel suspension. Pretty much no damage there. So he took that like a boss. It took that much better than the other guys. But I feel so sorry for John. He's had a couple of chances to make it, but the team of 3 players, 3 buddies to help out, just 3.5 kilometers to go. Surely they can't make a mistake now. Surely no. Can you see John in the distance? They're stopping here. Yeah, I think it's a home run now. What are they doing here? What are they doing? Oh, they're making sure... Oh, they're welding. They're welding up their wheels for the home run. They're just making sure that nothing's going to pop at the last second. That's smart. Okay, because if you imagine being 1 kilometer from the finish and 2 wheels just pop, that would be it probably. And John just can't gain on them. John's just not fast enough. These guys are just a little bit quicker. It's only when they're not moving that John can take them. If these trees were actually had collisions, hold on, is that the end? I think that's the finish. That's the finish line. Here we go. Here they come. And I'm waiting for John. John is I would love something to cost him the win now. It'd be so amazing. Hey, no, can I just go in there and like Thor lightning strike there? You know, Zeus thunder. Look at this. Look at the cockiness here. The confidence. Nah, they're not messing around. They're taking it. And across the line. Wait, what? Did they not finish? Was that... Wait, what happened there? Well, I think they won, but I don't know what... For some reason, it didn't count. Go around in circles, guys. Well, can we see a GG? Oh, missed. Was it because... Oh, Alzumi wasn't in the vehicle. No, Alzumi wasn't in the vehicle. And I think... No way. That was way closer than it should have been. Oh, that was way closer than it should have been. John just freaking flew across. Oh, that would have been so good if John... Imagine if John had beat them by like half a second. Milliseconds. You say baited? I don't know. You guys... That seemed like a genuine mistake to me. Because you scrambled to get back in and reverse. Holy moly. Wow. Yeah, keep that in mind as well. Like, you're the one that you apply with. You have like a main driver, and then you have the kind of the co-drivers. But, guys, where did John go? Oh, he's here. Can we see a round of applause for our winner? I mean, they had it. They had it in the bag, apart from the shenanigans. Our Zoomian team featuring Hellflanker and Red and Alzumi. And in second place, a valiant effort, Jonathan Wackamus II. If that landing, if they had been stuck in that sand a little bit longer, I think it might have been GG's, to be honest. There wasn't much in it. That looked worse than it turned out to be. I also wonder if there was just one player. Think about this. I wonder if they just had Alzumi, for example. I also think John might have won. What do you guys think? I'm asking the Alzumi team. We need a team name. Team names, damn. Because was having 2 extra players enough where there was a situation where you were welding quicker or something enough for you to kind of coordinate and scout ahead or whatever it is? I just really want to know if that made the difference. Or if Alzumi could have took John, no problem. 5k. Anyway, I will go and see who else is out there. We had 4 players? Bruh. Were you playing as well, Eternal? Team was good for coordination. As driver, having 2 people act as a sat-nav really helped. Well, they have that, I believe, in Dakar. I don't know how many people are in the Dakar. Like, they have the drivers, and then I think they have a whole team supporting them. I think. I don't know 100% how the kind of team layout is. But yeah, you probably have like a driver and a navigator. Something like this. So, I don't think we should make it mandatory. We can always have the lone... But we should definitely encourage people to team up. It makes for some really interesting things here, so... I love John. John was blitzing it. That would have been so... I mean, it was... How close was it? John was still 6 seconds behind. 7 seconds behind. So I wasn't looking. I was just watching it happen. But it was still quite close. I mean, John wins the solo player award. So in some ways, John, you can sleep tonight knowing that you won as a solo player. If that makes sense. Meanwhile, where are other players? Jamari is just about... Oh, well, they did enter. The Valley of Death. This was it. This was where Jamari, this is where Alzumi nearly lost the race. That's true. 7 seconds of it was, no, the map is bigger than that. Was it 50? It was bigger than that, wasn't it? John, how much were you sweating? Were you really like, your keyboard was like, your hands clamming up and stuff? Were you kind of just laid back? Like, were you try hard in that? I also want to go back and see other races. We can wait a little bit here and see, let everyone finish. I know last time we couldn't let a few people finish because the server crashed, but let's see if we can get some more people finishing here. It's a big gap between second and third, I will admit that, but let's see. Will Chill still on the move. Will Chill is, oh, well, Del Fred's in front of him. King Arthur's is still coming. Oh, I don't know about King Arthur's. Oh, they're trying, I think. They're trying. So I will ask the finishers and the viewers, you guys watching the stream tonight, what do you think? What did you like about this map? What do you think could be better? More brutal, less brutal? Some rules, some non-rules? Another question, Klein, what did you do to performance today? Because there was way less like desync and people going underneath the terrain. I don't know if it was just turning off the trees or whatnot, but it was it looked visually much better this week. Sir Cat, welcome. You can shoot me a question. AJ's still going. Amazing. Yeah, so if I missed any questions a little bit there, guys, I was very engaged. Is this leaking? Oh. Let's see if this cup is leaking. Oh, I can't remember now, sir. You're going to have to... That's a beautiful landscape here. Look at this landscape. You have to remind me, Sir Cat, because I am actually overwhelmed. Yeah, you're going to have to remind me then. Remind me what we discussed. I'm cooked. Right, so it looks like Blackie Watchy, I lost them, is about to overtake Jamari. They're 60 meters behind. Hold on. There's let me pace back here. There's Jamari stuck on the hill. Where is I've lost Too Fat, Too Furious. Oh, here's Blackie Watchy. I also want to know some of these builds, like who didn't repaste or fix, because I feel like they'll let me know later, I'm sure. Blackie Watchy, like for example, were you going the whole way without repaste? Is this like your original vehicle? You never jumped out? There's no way, because they had to have been fixing the wheels up, but I could be wrong. If they're going a slower speed. I think people going slower didn't change anything on my side. Oh, that's true, actually, Climb. People weren't just going 100 the whole way. Rebel Games SC server, it was being recommended. I could set you up a PvP. That is interesting, Sir Cat. The best is to send me a DM in Discord. Or post it in the Discord server so I can, like, see it and tag me. You can tag me multiple times. Because then I can, like, see a video or see a map or a link or something to, like, visualize it, you know? If you guys are new today and you're not in the Discord, join it. Join it. A website will link me up. Link me up. I think we knew this, actually. That does ring a bell. There ain't many community, SE sub-community with their own website. That's very nice. Nice. Here comes Will Chill. Will Chill is still coming. I wonder where it went wrong for Will Chill, because this is a pretty solid, like, you know, setup here, I'd say. What do our winners think about the race? Oh, do you remember we had a bridge, Gamatron? Were you around the past when we were doing the old Dakar map and it had like a massive bridge and people were falling off into the crevasse? I think everyone's still going. King Arthur's is stuck. I don't know if we're going to see another finisher here in the time the stream ends. We'll see. Maybe Blackie Watcher, they're taking the long route, but they've also got stuck. This is a trap right here. This is horrible. I mean, look at this. There's no way around. Maybe over here? No. Wow. No. Here. So you could take a 20k detour, which you're not going to do, to get around this. But other than that, this is just a line of mountains, I think. Does it get, is it any nicer spot? No. Oh, that's a bit better. It's a bit smooth. Nope. You think it's smooth and you get close to it and it's just like, bruh. This is just horrible. I think it's just a horrible section. You can jump, make the jump. No one did that yet. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised no one used parachutes, to be honest. There was no rules against parachutes, right? The parachutes would have saved Alzumi and crew on that jump. Thanks, Sircat. Awesome, awesome. Wilchill's catching up as well. Okay, maybe Wilchill's got a finisher here. Oh, this is a tough terrain. Look at this. Dedication here, Blackie Watchy. Like, this is horrible. Absolutely horrible. Like, I feel like this terrain, it's a bit crazy, to be honest. But in real life, I could be wrong here, but I'm pretty sure in the real life Dakar, like, there's certain areas that, like, they get stuck. I can't say it's like this, but not quicksand, but I don't know. It's not impossible, is it, John? I mean, the two finishers have proved that you can get over this. Wheel size is something to be considered here. Because both Alzumi and John had 5x5 wheels. Because when you have 3x3 wheels or smaller, these are massive. I mean, look at this. They're just kind of balancing on this. Yeah, it would be smoother, but we can't also recreate certain things that they have there. So, like, you know, I don't know, like, I think they wouldn't have this kind of terrain. Like, they would have things that would be equally a challenge. So, I don't know. It's kind of like a challenge in this. Because, guys, it has to be something. If the entire race was this, right? It's not interesting at all. Because a card that we had last week, who was it? Like Wolfman of the past. Who was it last week? It was interesting. Don't get me wrong, it was interesting last week. But if it's just like this, you can just hold the W key and go. There's no caution. There's no preparation. You can just go, 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 go. There needs to be challenges. What the hell are the guys doing here? Crate racing, I mean, ignore the visuals, Robert. It's not supposed to be like it's not supposed to be like sharp sand. It's supposed to be like rock. But I hear you, Robo. I hear you. You guys can finish in style. They do. The wheels do lose stats, Sakat. The wheels, you have to replace them. But Alzumi's team, they had welders. No, they lost. Apparently, they lost a few. But they had welders fixing up their wheels, which is, you know, another conversation. Holy moly. Viking Engineer with the 5 gifted subs to J30, Curious Snowfox, Mega Johnny, Dustbin Sammer, and Bart.
Viking Engineer has gifted 5 subs to viewers.
Incredible. Yeah, thank you so much, Viking. How you doing? How's it cooking tonight? Let's see some clang and twang in the chat, guys. All right, Viking. You missed a race and a half, Viking. It was nuts. Very interesting. Roger that. Remind me, Sir Cat. Remind me. I like a bazillion things going on, but I am genuinely curious in seeing what's up there, okay? Yeah, the welding conversation, like, I have nothing against it in this race, in the fact that there was nothing against doing it. I think the reason, though, that Climb added wheels that, I guess, wheels that kind of got worn down was the fact that every single race driver would need to take some time to pit stop, whatever that might be. I was thinking of the genius ways to make it quick, you know, popping up, replacing, boom. But I wasn't expecting welders. So I don't know if that's, you know, about nerfing the winners. I don't want to do that, you know, necessarily. It's not supposed to be like that kind of thing. But I don't know if I'm just arguing if it defeats the purpose of the wheels being... Because then if the next race everyone has welders welding the wheels up, it's like, why even bother having them kind of like wear down, right? Treasure hunt? Whoa, this is a rare treasure hunt. Reach level 5 to get 35% off gifted subs. Incredible. I've never seen that before in my entire life. Treasure train? I think I've heard about it. They launched it a couple of days ago. And if you get to a certain level, it's like a September and all the gifted subs are discounted. Find a different way to simulate. Well, Ardav, if you got an idea, buddy, I'm all ears. How can we have maintenance, right? Refuel. I don't know how you. It's just the thing is you don't want to do too complicated as well. Refueling is interesting. In real Dakar, you do have to refuel. I don't know how and when. I imagine you do. There's no way you can drive the distances they drive with the powerful trucks they drive without refueling. But then what's the option? Like you could run out of fuel and then you have to what? More race coverage. Sorry. I'm yapping. I just think people are stuck. But yeah. Right, let's have a look here. Who's this? The guy's gone back out? The guys have gone back out, I guess, to help. Right. Where were we? Where are racers then? Where is everybody? Blackie Watchy. Are they getting their way down? Ooh. They're making their way. The Blackie Watchy shifted to 6th position here. They got really stuck here. Look, this is brutal. They're using all their willpower to get up this hill. Of course, Blackie Watchy often with mechs. Right, where is... Will Chill's about to overtake Jamari. I don't know where they are, though. Over here. What the hell? No, I know where that's them. I'm so confused. I'm so lost. Oh, Will Chill's overtaken them. Here's Will Chill. Right, Will Chill. The game is on then. Will Chill, it's easy now, I think. No. There's one more big jump to make. There's one more big jump. Is that right? No, that's the end. I missed the jump. I've missed the jumps twice. All right. Well, good job. Jamari is... Where's Jamari? I keep missing all the players. Where are they? Is that Jamari over there? Taking a 50 kilometer... No way. I'm just so confused. Maybe. Who else is coming? I don't... Delfred. Delfred's catching up now, but... Like... I wonder if Jamari is... Oh, Will Chill's flipped up again. Jamari's on the move, but... Oh, here's... Oh, there's... Why can't I see these grids? I just don't understand. Wow. Still driving half a rover. Holy moly. We're going to get some more finishes. I'm not sure if everyone's going to finish, but the next 4, you can get a top 5 going here. Maybe top 6. I love how casually they're sat. Like, you know, arms on the lap. Just cruising. It looks like Will Chill might be taken. I mean, Will Chill, you're going for the final podium position here. Gonna get our bronze. Where are you? I keep missing people here. That's the end point. What is going on? There's Jamari. Oh, hold on a second. Well, that's not on. That's oh, I'm so confused. What is happening? Wait, are they transporting Jamari? Wait, what? No. Will Chill, sorry. Oh, Will Chill's being transported by it. That can't count. I just realized. So Jamari, incredible. What a dedication. Jamari heading here for the home run. A big time difference. Probably 10 minutes different in time. How long was the race, guy? I mean, we saw, yeah, 45 minutes was the race. We can consider this. Have a good night, Ardav. Thanks for hanging out, man. I know it's late. D-Glitch, welcome. Oh, Blackie Watchy was doing... Oh, that's just John. That's John Wack having a play around. Dakar around the planet. We could do it. It would be like an 8-hour stream. But can you imagine? Can you imagine where it would be like an even longer race? You had to be even more prepared. There was even more time to mess up. I don't know. This is kind of a good balance, I think, for the short term. We can do it in the future. Race around the... We need a planet, a modded planet called Ruh. Race around Radum. Race around Roni. Race around Roni. Roni Stan. Dakar around multiple planets. Wait, what? Like you drive... See, wait, I'm thinking you drive around it, you get in a spaceship, you fly to another planet, you drive around that. Well, we did talk about this kind of, what's it called? I've gone blank. Well, let me a second. Here we see Jamari, and they're going to be the next finisher, third position with the jump at the end. Beautiful. Congratulations. 20 minutes later, but they finished. Clap. Triathlon. Thank you. Triathlon. With driving, naval, well, yeah, boats, and then finally, like, planes. Or what would be a quad? A quadathlon? And then ships. Then spaceships. I don't know. My experience with these kind of scenarios is always to build it up gradually. Not necessarily, but if you make it too complex from the get-go, it can just be like, there's just too many moving parts, and it's just kind of... It can be better just to focus on what's fun to begin with and flesh that out, and go from there. So, oh, Darth, the pod racing, yeah. Oh, that's another plot. We talked about that last week, where the race starts when you start building. So it's like 3, 2, 1, go. Build a vehicle and then race. But the problem is, I think. Well, I don't know, actually. I don't know how that would go. It would play out so differently, because you could put together a car from scratch in like 2 minutes and just start driving. But if you're having to rebuild, and this is creative, I don't know what mode this would be. If you had to rebuild it every like 2 minutes, then you're probably, compared to someone who spends 20 minutes building, you know, I don't know. Crate racing is good. I will queue it up at some point. That's another one that's requiring a lot of engineering. That's why these games always, these kind of mini game scenarios, they always worked out well, because it's always integrating some engineering. Like even in this Dakar, you having to think like everyone put some kind of protections or some kind of like, you know, flipping or something around to help them get through this. So it's true. Not everyone likes survival racing, but this was fine in my opinion. We even had Alzumi playing, and I say they won. Alzumi, I mean, maybe I'm memeing. Was it someone else? There's a handful of people who don't like survival at all, but maybe I'm thinking of the battle, the base battle. But that was mainly, I think the reason that people didn't like that part of that was just because some of the frustrations they had. I love that because I'm doing this. I mean, I could do the race myself. That would be interesting, but I can't see what's going on, like, if that makes sense. Like I've never actually, have I ever taken part in a race? Maybe once or twice, long time ago, but it's just too much going on. At least with the base battle, there's just 2 bases. I don't know. Always hard. Well, anyway, I'm back to the race, as John should have reminded me. And we still have a few people on the last stretch here. Where is Will Chill? I don't know, to be honest. Oh, Delfred, you're doing so well with that last jump. He's still going. Come on, Delfred. You can. I believe in you. It's like gas leaking. Looks like they've got power problems now, but you can finish, Delfred, I believe. Will Chill's coming in for the 4th position. Poor Blackie Watchy really got messed up. Oh, Will Chill's not completing. Will Chill was driving, so I don't know if Will Chill gave up, but we ignore Will Chill because they're just getting a lift from Alzumi. So we're looking ahead here to Delfred, who's about to make the jump. This is going to be very brutal. Oh no, they're having issues here. They're having real issues. This is tough. Every 5 checkpoints, you can have 3 blocks. There's so many ideas. It's just... I don't know, guys. All the feedback's in the chat. It's very important to have all the feedback in the chat. I would like to hear the feedback from the winners all the way through to the people who weren't able to finish, you know, for whatever reason. I do think people will play it differently next time. Maybe we'll see more teams. Maybe we'll see larger grids, you know. So. Nothing in the rule against Uber? That's true. Well, Will Chill's about to finish. I'm missing it. I mean, technically there is nothing stopping you from going back and going across the line, picking them up, but they still... Alzumi's had to drive all the way out to them and bring them all the way back, so I guess. The 6-wheel rule, is that 6 on suspension or 6 in the ground? 6 on 6 actively on suspension is the rule. Oh, hold on, where's Delfred? Oh, Delfred's moving on. Wait, what? How did they get over here? Oh, they must have taken a new vehicle. Where's that jump? Here it is, here it is, here it is. Are you ready? Oh! Oh no, don't mess it up. Oh! They landed it though. They landed it, guys. They had the... That was an interesting tactic, just having the spikes out. Have they got their wheels? They're now taking... Oh, they tactically added pistons. I don't know why they're not just retracting them, but they added them specifically for the jump, I think. But they managed it. And now they just have the final straight, I think. Is that right? No, they got... Yeah. The final home run now. You know what's amazing? I'm focusing here, but let's see who else is still on the way. Blackie Watchy's out, I think. No! I don't know if that was a crash, but they were doing so well. But I think it was... I think Blackie Watchy really got caught back there. Well played, Blackie. You know, I honestly think, you know, that was... I honestly had you in 3rd position until recently. Mega Tom with the smallest build of the day. Also, still... What's good about this, no way to cheat in this, is there? You can't suddenly pace in your build further ahead. You can't... Your only option is to respawn at the checkpoints. That's what I'm saying. It takes even more dedication here. So Mega Tom's quite far... Well, they're quite far away here. AJ, King Arthur, so yeah. All planned. All planned. We can watch Delfred. I will have to start the stream, guys, because I'm coming up to my 3 a.m. bedtime. But I do want to start kind of finishing the streams here by just thanking everybody. I'll follow Delfred as they get towards the end. They're going the right way, I guess. So, yeah, I mean, I'll ask Climb to leave the server on until maybe everyone disconnects or something if you guys want to really finish, but I definitely will have a dash. So thank you. We got our top 4. I just realized I forgot to turn the chat off, John. The chat was overlaid across the thing the whole time. I hope that wouldn't be a problem for the edit. I guess you can still kind of read both. Anyway, let's see a round of applause, a final round of applause for all our contestants today who all did great. I say everyone had a crack at this, which is the main thing. We're streaming tomorrow. It's funny how I've changed things up. It's really up to you guys what you want to do tomorrow. Up to the community. It's up to the Showcase Council. Maybe at some point I'll be like, no, we're going to do this tonight. But especially right now, like, I'm really open. If you guys want to do a bit of showcase, a little bit of showcase, right? Just a little bit. Or if John wants to keep the showcase for the official month of May showcase, I'm fine. And as for, yeah, if you want to do another race, you know what to expect now. I'll always try and start stream earlier so we can do another one. So, yeah, that's about it, I think. More Dakar, I beg. This is a miracle. We've converted Alzumi. So you telling me a kiss? There you go, health flanker. I never thought I'd see the day where Alzumi would rather have racing than showcase. Incredible. I wish to drive my teammate. Yeah. So I think you guys saw how it went. You saw it worked. We can try and do another one tomorrow. We'll try and start with a quick 5-minute showcase. We'll do another one. If that's okay with John. Unless John wants to skip the race tomorrow and do something completely different. Crate race, or maybe a fighter build off, or maybe the base scenario, or something different. And we can do more racing next weekend. I really am 100% flexible, whatever you guys would rather have tomorrow night, all right? Not helping towards the being this. Oh man, I need to. It's just calm. There's so much. We have SE2 stuff I wanted to stream. Go for the showcase on that. There's so much stuff here that we need to stream in general. But here we are. SE showcase racing. It's all here. W David, thank you for the follow. Thanks, guys. We had a bunch of new followers today off that big rare from Splitsy, so thanks, guys. That's the final message. If you're, as we follow in Delfred, the last 7K here. If you're new to the community, you want to follow everything going on off stream, make sure you are on the Discord. Discord.gg/. Discord.gg/Xocliw. Rotal linked it up there. The YouTube as well. John, when's the next video, John? John's cooking shorts. There's, that's it really. YouTube, Discord, and TikTok. They're the only places we're posting right now. And Twitch, of course. Oh, Delfred is going. I don't know if they were definitely quicker in the past. I feel like they must be having difficulty with power. I wonder if that is maxed out power here, because they were going quicker earlier. But still. There's the Ronin shot right there. Boom. I increase wheel power requirements by 10. So, you forgot to mention that. So wheels need 10 times as much power as usual. That is probably would have been good to know at the start, Climb, but it's all right. We got it figured out. All right, 2 checkpoints left, Delfred. I believe in you. You're going to be our inspiration as we finish today's stream. Tomorrow video. Okay, very nice. I did. That was a special blow-kissed health flanker. Oh, sorry, John. What do you want to do tomorrow? Hold on. Hopefully the monolith battle's ready by tomorrow. We can do fighter build-off tomorrow or another Dakar. Well, that's 3 options. We can't do all of them, John. So I'm thinking about the video. We've always got to think a little bit about the videos. So if you're mixing things up, we got a couple of Dakar streams. I don't know if you're going to use both or just this one or what. I don't know if you. I don't know. Yeah. Well, we can do a vote right now. What would you guys want to do right now? I'm not promising, but it can play an influence. Let me do a poll. I got time. I can do this. Poll. And the question is, not if the showcase. We'll do some showcase tomorrow, but which scenario should we do tomorrow? There's actually a lot, actually. There's Dakar. There is base v base. There is RTS mod, like Iron Harvest. We never did that. I just played with Climb. I still want to play against other people, do like a 2v2 or something. So the RTS mod we did one stream on. We have fighter build off in that massive like pit, that massive like crater, which is pretty good. We had a lot of fun last time. Fighter build off. What is Monolith is base v base, right? I'll put Monolith in brackets. Monolith battle. Don't know. Monolith in brackets. So there's 4 different scenarios there, and you guys can vote on that. Let me know. This isn't a binding vote. It's just I'm curious of the vibe for tomorrow after our showcase session. I missed the finish. Sorry, Will. Oh no. Hold on. I didn't miss it. I thought I missed it. All right, Delfred. I'm almost prouder than you of anyone. This is the pure dedication. Only AJ Renegade is still cooking. Oh, what's your speed right now, dude? Let me pace my player here. Oh, it didn't work. Let me see what speed are you got. I can't even pace. Hold on. Like so fast. It's fast enough. Boom. I'm on. 60 minutes per second. Oh my goodness. But still, slow and steady finishes the race. That's 1.5 Usain Bolts. That's true. When you put it like that, Climb, it sounds very quick. Go for the jump. I got to see the jump here, Delfred. Here we go. And across the line. Whee! Well done. 10 minutes after Will Chill. And just 35 minutes after Alzumi and crew. Holy moly. But you did it. It's been turned into a rust bucket now. But you made it, Delfred. G's freaking G's. And on that note, I'd like to wish you all a great night, a great vibe in the Discord after. The after party continues in Discord, of course. And thank you to Climb for the server stuff, as always. Very kindly. And John, I think John worked on this one as well, I think. I didn't follow all the chat. And any of the showcase, I'm not sure. I saw a shout out to Loki and Rodel. I'm not sure. Again, I'm question mark. But these guys are always helping out, be it for this scenario or the showcase that's coming soon. So lots of good stuff. The moderators, Kevis was lurking there as well with Rodel. So good shout out to everyone there. All right. But I'm past my bedtime. It's 1 minute till 3. So pretty good reaction. Now, what is the poll saying? Well, it's not a great selection of votes. There's only 9 votes, but 5 of those are for Dakar. So we'll keep that in mind. There's passion for Dakar. So I don't know if you guys want to change up anything about this for tomorrow, but it could be interesting. Right. So next time, Sir Cat, I will check it on my way to bed. I will bring it up on my phone in the Discord and have a little peek and see what you guys are cooking. All right? So, we have exited the showcase era, and we've now entered the 2017 Space Engineers era with 15 Dakar streams in a row. Was that what happened, Climb? I hope not, but it might have be what happened. There was an era where we just seemed to do Dakar every frickin' stream, and Kevis was like... Have you guys watched the new YouTube video? Have you also liked, commented, and subscribed, okay? Hit that bell notification, okay?